Hello, truckers and adventurers. Welcome back to SnowRunner. Well, the first 10 minutes of this episode, if everything goes well, we will get these containers delivered up to the observatory. That's what I said, if everything goes well. We will see. There are a couple spots I am aware of, like where I rolled over the bandit last time coming up here. Got to be careful of that section. And of course, when I get closer to the observatory, the road does get rather bumpy. I just don't want the cargo falling off, for one, because I don't have a way to pick it up. Or two, me rolling over because I don't have nothing else up here to roll everything back over. So, we'll try to be a little careful, as I always try to be, but sometimes doesn't work out. Gonna get stuck right away. Nope, we got ourselves that telephone pole to winch to. That's close enough. So, what I would like to do today, but every time I say what I want to do, SnowRunner, as we know, says, nah, you'll be able to do a little bit of it, but I'm going to change your mind. Yeah, I want to get this delivered, of course, and then I want to get cement over to the other map and try to get those cement blocks, or is it slabs? It's one of the two, to get Evan's garage up and going. And maybe also not really get it done, but kind of work our way towards getting those vehicle spare parts. These are the three jobs I'm going to try to stay somewhat focused on until we get them done. Right, down and around through here. I would like to use high gear, but twice already, just when I was starting to record, I put this in high gear. And going up the hill, it just stalled. I did a little bit of looking into as to why the vehicles stall on flat surfaces. There are two reasons that I saw. One, I kind of know, and it's kind of the same thing like we're in high gear. If you're in the wrong gear, the engine will stall out. But a lot of people have said that, yeah, they're aware of or know of the bug where the engine stalls out, and apparently there's a mod that will fix that, but no one knew of the link. So that was kind of weird reading that post. It's like, yeah, we know of a mod. I'm like, oh yeah, but I don't have the link currently for it. So yeah, I'm not too sure. And I run SnowRunner with no mods. I got DLCs and all that, but no mods. I keep saying I'll look into mods and get them installed and whatnot, but there's too many choices I haven't even used in the base game, let alone mods. And I'm kind of enjoying it, shall I say, vanilla with no mods. Not saying that there's not mods out there that I know probably a whole bunch of mods out there that I would love. Kind of like Farming Simulator. I like Farming Simulator the way it is, but once you start using mods, yeah, you're kind of, I don't want to say you're hooked. But beside that, yeah, let's go ahead and get this delivered, I hope. Now, what I need to do is I need to bring this Dairy Longhorn back to the garage. It would be easy just to recall it. The thing is, the trailer will not come with us, so I need the trailer. So I'm going to drive it back down to the garage. Because I need to bring this on over to the other side to get the cement. But I need to go to the other map first. I want to bring the Varangrad back to where our fuel tankers are, because I want to swap trailers. So the Dairy Longhorns is going to bring the cement over to the other map. And the Varangrad will take the trailer from there over to the cement production building. Well, we still got our 3 containers. There we go, just stalling out. Let's see, if I put it in a high gear, I'm trying to get it to do it. It's going to stall out here, I think. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't need that. I had to reset everything again when I logged in, which is weird. Repeated hints, turn that back off. Literally, all I did was, I just got done recording last episode. I exited the game just to make sure that my recording file was saved and secure. Went and got a glass of water, sat back down, re-logged into the game, and had to reset all my controls again. So if anyone knows how to fix that problem, I would love it. I mean, it doesn't take me long to reset all the controls. It's just aggravating. Speaking of aggravating, I don't want to be rolling this over, so being this close to the finish line here in this job, let's try to stay focused on not rolling over here. Now, I just remembered in between episodes that I do have a scout vehicle that can haul a trailer, and that's the CK-1500, but I really have not liked that truck too much. Hasn't really helped me out too much here in SnowRunner. I think we used a little bit of it in China for a little while, and it did all right. But once we got to the snowy areas, that thing has not done well at all. So getting that over to the other map to get those vehicle spare parts delivered on that scout trailer, probably not worth it. I think I'd rather just get like something like the Bandit over there, and we'll use the crane to load it into the back of the Bandit and get it delivered. Because it's not far to deliver those packages from the spawn point, but we do have two packages. One is up in a tree, and I think the other one's just laying on the ground somewhere. When I get this Dairy Longhorn back to the garage, I want to see, I think I would have room for a crane on this, and why I wouldn't put a crane on it, I don't know. But look at this, we are here. All for 1,110 experience and 14,200. Well, the 14,200 is nice. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn that engine off. Alright, yeah, concrete slabs is what we kind of got to work on. But let's go over to the other map. Yellow Rock, and I think the Varangrad is still on top of the hill. If I can... Okay, can't really click on it. Varangrad, there it is. Let's jump into that. We're going to go back to, like I said, where our fuel tanker is. So when we go through the gateway and bring the concrete, or the cement over, we can swap things out. Let's go ahead and put on all-wheel drive. We're in low plus already. And take a little bit of a shortcut down through here, which is a lot better than backing up and turning around. Now I could actually use this setup here to go get those vehicle spare parts, because I got the crane. And I got something to put it on, but I think we're just better off getting something a little bit smaller. And hopefully I can get this all set up through this little area here. And once we get out of this rocky area, I think I ran straight into the tree. Not an upright tree, one that is down. This is the road we need. We'll go past the warehouse. Yeah, look at this truck just go right through. Not we don't have all-wheel drive or diff lock turned on. And it goes right on through. This truck is... I've been impressed by this truck and how it gets through a lot of the stuff compared to other vehicles. Unless, I think I did check on this before I go on through. No, escape is the wrong button for looking at the map. I don't think service parts, metal rolls. I don't think there's cement on this map somewhere. There might be. Metal rolls. There is a concrete slab there, but only one of them. There's an upgrade over there. Okay, kind of forgot about that up thing. There is some cement there. But I'd rather get... That only has 6 cement, right? Why is it when I only click on it once and I go back to click on it, it won't do it? There we go. Yeah, it only has 6 cement. I'd rather get... If I'm going to go buy the other warehouse on the other map where it has unlimited cement, I might as well get it from there. Just in case. Yeah. Alright, continue on here. And this will allow us to be able to buy trucks that I don't have. And I got a decent amount of money. Not a whole lot. But I could sell some of the trucks I've been using and just swap them out for different ones. Alright, slow on down. All-wheel drive and diff lock to go over this. I may get some fuel tank damage going over this rock, because I usually do sometimes. Alright, how about that pole? Is that pole going to get... I was trying to say, I haven't gotten stuck on this before. There we go. Oh, I do got my maintenance vehicle here. I wonder if there's any maintenance left on it. Just to repair the fuel tank. Alright, let's turn off the engine. And refuel. Fuel carrier to the Varangrad, fuel up. And if I remember, I got to get into the maintenance vehicle to repair this. Change trucks. Repair the Varangrad gas tank. Repaired it. Repair it. Repair it. There, that's all set. We got a good amount of repair left on that. Okay, so that is all set in there, ready to go. Alright, so now back to the other map. Give me a break from hustling up to here. The Dairy Longhorn. Back into the Dairy Longhorn. Let's get down to the garage. Or... I've done this once, and it didn't go too well. Do I want to do it again? Try to go down this hill and just cut right across? Because if I just cut straight across, I need to get over to this warehouse here for the cement. Question is, do I have enough fuel to go down across here, get fuel, and then cut across over to the gateway? I do got my Tuz here I could refuel it with. Do I want to cut down through here? I tried it before. I don't know if it was here or over here. It was one or the other. YOLO. This is not going to go well, I don't think. Wow, really wish we can get out of the trucks and have a look. Can I knock that tree over? I can knock that tree over. I'm not going over right now. I'm just having a look. Because I'm trying to see what that looks like. A deep drop. All right, maybe not. Oh, those won't get knocked over? All right. Oh, I'm just boxing myself in every which way I go here. Because we all know how well the Dairy Longhorn turns. Oh, my mud flaps are now hitting the light post. Alright. We are turning around, kind of. Maybe we can see the garage right there. Do you see that little path right there? I see it. That's a good start. Being sarcastic when I'm saying a good start. Boy, you would think that tree would just fold on over. And now the trailer got stuck there. Well, I'm kind of here now, aren't I? A little tiny piece of that trailer. What? Now what am I stuck on? I don't know, but now we're moving forward. That little birch tree now is hanging on. I know some of you are out there shaking your head, but you know what? That's what you're here for. All right, Smarty, now what are you going to do? Not too sure. Trying to pick my way through here is what I'm going to try to do. And this is when you ask yourself, am I saving myself time if I were to just, drive around? Not. I mean, I could be stuck on like 13 things right here. Oh, come on. We are almost there. All right. Let's go back to the garage, because I do want to see if I can put a crane on this, because that would be nice to have. And if I can, I'll question myself as to why I never put it on to begin with. This is why I try to avoid snow. I almost like would love to get into the mud at this point. Oh, come on. High gear should work there. Well, I think that saved us quite a bit amount of time of driving all the way around. I mean, I may have gotten lucky getting down through there at the same time. But here we are. Alright, so I do have a trailer already on the other side of the river. So we're going to go ahead and I need to detach from this anyways. And I didn't want to leave it up at the observatory. So you may be thinking, why not just leave the trailer up at the observatory and recall the truck, and that would have saved a lot of hassle. Well, then the trailer's up there and not here where I mostly am at. Alright, so customize. Can I put a crane? Oh, okay. There is no option for cranes. There is no option for a crane on this one. The engine. Yeah, I got this one. I don't know. This is on the Alaska. Okay, so boy, I need to go back to Alaska and find out. I got a lot of upgrades in Alaska I have not found. All right, so either way, let's go ahead and leave garage. So now we got to get across the river. Let me get rid of that marker that's showing up. Yeah, across the river to grab the trailer. Then we'll go to the warehouse. I'm going to grab 5 cement. Might as well grab 5 cement, right? Bring it all over to the other map, and the Veron Grad will take over from there. And it's not an easy trip, but it should all be on asphalt going across a couple of icy areas, which I will probably fall through on because it's a Veron Grad with a semi-trailer hauling 5 things of cement. Should be a low plus, not automatic, trying to go up a hill like that. All right. Through the shortcut. And now across the river. Now, of course, I made a boo-boo last episode. I was bringing the trailer further than I wanted to, so I got to go pick it up, and we will have to cross one part of the river where it crosses the road. Actually, I'm starting to double think of how I want to do this. I could actually just take the Dairy Longhorn and take the other gateway over there. That brings me out to the other map where the fuel station is. I could top off with fuel there and then just take the road straight up. I still got to go through a couple of icy areas, but I'm going to have to do that either way. Then what we can do is we can wait for the concrete slabs to be made, pop them on, yeah, kind of forgot that you like getting stuck right here for some reason. You don't get stuck coming back the other way. Yeah, but then we can pop the concrete slabs right on the semi that's here and bring it back to the garage. Oh, okay, so that's a better way to go through there. I have to remember that. I think that's a better plan than swapping over trailers, getting a Barongrad. Although I do love that Barongrad, as we know. So it's kind of interesting that the upgrade for the engine on this Dairy Longhorn is in Alaska, but we just got an upgrade for the other Dairy Longhorn on this map. It has been a long time, of course, since we've been on the Alaskan map. I may have to grab the Tuz, recall or retain the Tuz, go to the Alaskan map, and just drive around on the Alaskan map and find some more upgrades. I would like to really find another scout vehicle, one that does rather well with a trailer hitch on it. Alright, trailer's on the other side here. Well, without a trailer, this seems to be going through the river at a decent clip. It's not a Speedy Gonzales kind of a thing, but it's getting through. Nope, high gear is not good for going through here. Alright, so I do see the trailer here, so at least I remembered I did park it over here. So just to make sure I'm going to the right warehouse, which is right here, which we've been to numerous amount of times. You know what? Let's go ahead and just switch it to morning, because I should know the terrain well enough, I would hope. where I'm not going to goof up too bad, right? Wow, you barely rub the guardrail. And it does that much damage? To the engine itself? Okay. I think we currently, as far as I know, we got all the tasks done on this map. So now it's just really focusing on the jobs for the 3 companies. And Evan's Garage, which received truck store construction, this is the last job for them, I do believe. Then it's probably, I gotta focus on the sawmill, because it looks like the sawmill is blocking a lot of the other jobs that I need to be doing. Get around that tree. No, you're not gonna get around that tree. Just that getting the sawmill up and going. All those containers I got to bring up to be built into like buildings, then bring to the sawmill. But bringing the buildings from the production building to the sawmill, that's gonna be the easy part. It's all the trips I got to make from the production building down to the pier to get the containers themselves. Alright. Sometimes I get stuck on a stone or a rock. Yup. Might be a log, actually, that's there. Gotta go far enough to the right of the log, but then kind of get back to the left. Alright, there is a tree. I thought there was a tree on the other side, under the water I could attach to. Well, we are moving forward. Slowly I turn, step by step, inch by inch. Now, the key thing would be, in real life, is while hauling the cement, not getting it wet while you're bringing it over. Alright, not bricks, not wooden planks, not metal rolls, but the cement. I think I could actually put another one right on top where the kingpin is for the fifth wheel. I'm hoping I'm remembering this recipe correctly. Watch me get over there and be like, no, this is not what you needed. I wonder if this bridge here, fixing this bridge, is one of the jobs I gotta do. Maybe making some planks at the sawmill would fix that bridge. Not that it matters, we do get across this water well enough, but of course a bridge is always better. We are just tearing up this hillside. So the only thing that is going to really hold us back is when we get to the other map, because this Dairy Longhorn does tend to plow things with the front bumper, is when we fall through the ice. Depending on how far we fall through, that front bumper could be something that holds us back quite a bit. Ouch. Alright, it's going to be a little bit harder going through the river this time than when I went through without the trailer. Because that trailer is going to hold us back quite a bit. Remember how I said don't get the cement wet? It's turning into concrete as we drive forward, probably. It's kind of an illusion. It kind of looks like maybe we're not moving forward, but we are. And now maybe we're not. Problem with having to go into manual winch is in a place like this, the river was pushing me backwards as I was getting all set up. But if I probably put on the parking brake, it may not do that. You would think most of that river going underneath the trailer wouldn't hold us back as much as it did. Alright, let's try to get some speed built up here. Got a couple more of these to go through. But I think that was the worst one. Still got all of our cargo. Yes, we do. Okay, went through that with ease, really, in high gear. Oh, almost. Almost. Alright, one more sploosh and we can get to the other map. Then everything over there is frozen. Alright. Let's go to Yellow Rock. And of course, get down the bottom of the hill, we'll top off with diesel fuel. And start making our way over to our cement factory. And if this goes well, we can keep this route in mind for later use. The only thing I got to double check on, because I'm getting mixed up of which one is which. So we just got to go across the bridge. We got ice to go across through here. Concrete production is up here, so the metalworks production is up here. Alright, so we just got to get to that intersection is what we're shooting for. And I can't remember if it's one or two ice paths that we got to go through. These road signs are not needed. Just put it in high gear. I don't want to put it automatic because I think I'll pick up too much speed. And I don't want to damage the suspension on a pothole that we can't see. So it's only 800 meters ahead where we turn up to the concrete production. But it's going to be a long 800 meters, I think. Who knows? I might be surprised. And then I gotta remember how to do all the production buildings to actually operate it. It's been a moment. I know I did it on the China Central Asia map. Alright, so we're gonna just fall and crush right through this ice. We know that, so But does this thing have the power just to go on through? Well, kind of. Wait, did it not hook up? There we go. I was ready to say, right now I'm getting very impressed. I'm kind of... Ooh, okay, so we're... Ooh, uh-oh. Well... I mean, that pole back there is not going to help me because that's behind us now. And we can kind of see... I'm short by about maybe 10 yards. No! Alright, whipping the wheel back and forth is not doing anything either. Okay, I'm going to try to back up a little bit, maybe get more of a run and crush this ice. Alright, so reverse is not working either. Okay, maybe that was too even on itself. If that makes sense. To not be able to pull it back. Okay, so I think I'm getting high centered on whatever this is. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's go more to the left if I can, which is not wanting to do right away. Well, that ice that's right there is just not breaking, and then I'm getting high centered on it. I think that's what's happening. I'm trying to find out if there's a way through here without getting assistance. So in the future, I know the path. So I tried going to the left. We'll now try going to the right a little bit. And look at that. That's all we need. Get a little assistance from the pole. And just when you think you're out, you're not quite out. Oh, can't attach to that. Is that going to be enough to pull me forward? Well, alright. Now that I kind of know, maybe by the next time I try to make this journey, I will forget. Do we have another one? I think we have another one to go through still, right? Or maybe not, because we're up here at the intersection already. All right, so that's not bad at all. And I definitely think that trip around, after grabbing the cement at the warehouse, coming around like we did, is a lot better than if I were to go to the other gateway, switch trailers with a Varangrad, or just keep on going straight through and having to drive up that road. So I think that road I have to go through 2 ice dams, if you will, or ice-covered roads. But overall, I think today has gone rather well. We got 1 job complete. I got good or lucky going down the hill getting this Varangrad back to the garage. I think more luck than good. And coming over here was not as difficult as the way it seemed like it was going to be. And that's why I've been kind of holding it off, I think. Alright, so I'm not really sure. I think I need to... No energy in the zone. Alright, let's deliver the cement. And then if I were to do... I don't want to reload the cement. No, wait, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. I gotta remember how to do this. But I think we'll start next episode by me. I may have to faff around a bit. I gotta turn on the generator, but I thought I was able to see. Maybe the generator's gotta be on for me to see the mixture for making the concrete slabs. Because it says craft at the bottom, and I just gotta go ahead and switch over. But it looks like the recipe is 2 cement for 100 fuel, and we can do that. Well, crap. I don't think I can attach to the generator with this to get it going. I don't think there's a hitch on this. Oh, wait a minute. Well, okay, that won't work. Do I have any vehicles nearby? So I need a vehicle to attach the generator to get it going. And I don't have anything here. Not anything at all on this side of the map other than what I got here already. Well, okay, I take, I said everything went well, but the one thing I kind of forgot about is I need something to attach to that. That's all I need is a vehicle to come on over and grab that. Well, I don't think the, lost but not forgotten. I wonder what that job... Yeah, I was thinking, well, maybe recover a vehicle here, and then I can do it, but I'm pretty sure I got to fix that up, and I've got nothing to fix it up anyways. Well, at least we're over here. I don't think I can attach to the trailer using... using the Dairy Longhorn. I don't think that's a thing, is it? Let's park this over here out of the way. Is there a hitch on the back of that thing? I think there is a hitch on the back of this thing. The question is it compatible with the generator? These are things we got to find out now so I can prepare, somewhat prepare for next time, because I would like to get that garage kind of up and going. Oh yes. Turn on generator. Detach. Now I think someone told me before the generator doesn't actually use any fuel while it's running. It only uses the fuel when you create things. That I'll have to look up. Alright, but now that I'm this far, we gotta do this, right? Well, the Dairy Longhorn can't have a crane on it, but it can attach to that kind of stuff. Alright, concrete slabs. Concrete slabs. Let's make sure we're doing the right thing. So craft, and then we got concrete slabs. There we go. Now the episode's back to where everything went pretty darn well. So I'm happy about that. Well, you pretty much know what we're going to be doing starting off next episode. Yeah, we're going to be taking this all the way back and getting that garage built up. And maybe look at buying a truck I haven't used yet, which is quite a few, of course. But we shall see. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. And if you haven't done so already and you think about doing so, might want to hit that subscribe button as well. But anyways, that's where I need to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you again right here in SnowRunner. But until then, have a good one.